Climate Change Challenge. This is a short audio-described introduction to Climate Change Challenge, an XR Stories video that lasts under 3 minutes. Groups and individuals from different organisations share the immersive experiences they've created with their peers. We're in the York Guildhall, a converted medieval building. Pale stone pillars rise to meet a wooden, vaulted ceiling in dark amber. A colourful, arched, stained-glass window dominates at one end of the space, which is flooded with natural light from the rows of tall, arched windows of clear, leaded glass on each side wall. Positioned around the stone floor are tables and different pieces of technology: screens, a black tent in the shape of a dome, handheld devices, virtual reality headsets. People drink from take-out cups as they chat and some try on the headsets or watch screens. Sometimes we move to breakout rooms, where smaller groups of people sit in circles. Fast-moving shots show the world from space, a flooded city, vibrant random shapes seemingly squeezed from the coloured stained glass that float in the air like opaque fluid balloons, motion sensors on a body, demonstrating hands touching screens, a circle of speakers mounted on stands, people explaining things passionately. Inside the dome, a night sky illuminates a playful, surreal interpretation of a landscape. Mushrooms grow on lush green grass, with snow-covered trees alongside tall pines like feathers. Butterfly-like creatures fly to join stars. People smile as they experience the immersive stories. All the contributors sit in front of a grey back wall that has a row of black speakers mounted on stands, standing to attention. The contributors are Melody Ash, creative producer, XR Stories, a white woman in her early 30s with blonde bobbed hair, tied back, wearing a black t-shirt under a black blazer. Helen Brooke, project coordinator, Sail, a white woman in her mid-20s with long brown wavy hair, wearing a black t-shirt with Sail written across it, and the A is lying on its side. Phil Holdgate, head of production sustainability, ITV Studios, and founder of Sail, a white Yorkshireman in his mid-40s with short dark hair with a lot of silver grey, with matching trim stubble on his face. He wears a black t-shirt with Sail on it, again with the A on its side. Ben Carlin, director, Megaverse, a white man with short black hair with a close-cropped, neat beard and moustache. He wears a black buttoned-up bomber jacket. A mustard yellow shirt collar peeks out. Johnny Briggs, co-founder and creative producer, Field Studio, a white man in his late 40s with short grey hair, beard and moustache. He wears a grey jumper with a royal blue leopard print on it. Michaela French, full dome artist, a white olive-skinned woman with straight brown hair tied back. She wears thin, dark-rimmed glasses and a black jumper.
The XR Stories Climate Change Challenge has been 3 funded projects where the teams have been exploring an R&D challenge, so looking at how they can bring climate change research into immersive storytelling.
We were really excited by the opportunity to take a concept that we know that works, communicating climate in engaging artistic creative forms, and experiment with that through our carbon literacy training and embedding that in immersive technologies.
The support we've had from XR Stories has been absolutely terrific. Sharing all the different options that are available to us, some of which are quite leading edge, just gave us a whole heap of options that we'd not really considered before. Our background isn't technical, so being able to lean on that real sort of technical expertise, as well as linking up to cutting edge research, meant that we were able to bring our whole experience to life.
We do a lot of work in virtual reality, and that idea of just trying to create an experience that is really emotive, a lot more placing you in the experience as opposed to having too many facts and figures and getting overloaded.
We want to try and tell the story of how our digital lives are affecting climate change through the use of our devices, but also where the content travels to get to our devices and the amount of carbon it burns up, just to kind of draw attention to the fact that this kind of scrolling, sharing have an impact, and to ask people to just think about their habits. The support from the producers at XR, sort of being a kind of an experienced voice, but also supporting us with access to the lab and some of the technology that we've not used before and integrating them into kind of our existing processes.
Using immersive technologies to connect to people, if we do it well, it's actually a really, really powerful tool. I work in a dome space. For me, there's always been an opportunity in that medium to kind of ask, how do you tell a story into that? How do we use that storytelling to kind of make personal connections to these ideas around the climate challenge and the climate crisis? I've found the XR team have been absolutely amazingly supportive. Also kind of creative support, absolutely amazing. They've been brilliant from start to finish.
XR Stories, black lettering on a lime green background with the University of York and European Regional Development Fund logos below. Audio described by Vicky Ackroyd for Vocalise.